Hello, this is the 9 p.m. Math 1401 Zoom meeting. We have a couple of participants tonight. I have Miss Jessica, and I have another participant whose name I can't see. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Appreciate y'all coming out late tonight. I think I'm going to switch these to 8 o'clock. I intended to do that with this one, and then I guess I just forgot. Last semester I did 9. 9 got a little late. So I was going to try to do them at 8 o'clock. Would y'all prefer 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock?
8, please.
Yeah, I think I prefer 8 myself. I just forgot. I'm about to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Y'all came out tonight. Y'all got any questions?
Yeah, I had one.
Okay.
I was having a couple issues. Let me pull it up really fast so that I can tell you like specifically what I was struggling with.
All right.
Okay, I was having trouble like constructing relative frequency. Like there was a question where it gave us the graph with like numbers, and then it said to construct a relative frequency distribution of the data from there, and I was having some trouble with that. So I was wondering if you could kind of go over that.
Can you point me to a page number and problem number?
Yeah, I was just looking at the problems on the MyLab statistics.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have that in front of me. Any way you could give me a table of the values? Is it short enough that you could give me a table of the values?
Yeah, I could do that. So it says it's like a two-sided table, and one side says response
Okay.
and the other side says frequency.
All right.
And then under response, the rows are never,
Okay.
rarely,
Okay.
sometimes,
Okay.
most of the time,
Okay.
and always.
Would this be about seatbelts?
No, it says how often do you eat out for dinner instead of at home?
Okay, yeah, because they've got a very similar one with responses, but it's about how often do you wear a seatbelt in a car driven by someone else.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
In the book.
And then under frequency, from top to bottom, the numbers are 274, 562,
Okay.
929, 313, and 41.
41. Okay. So the next column is your relative frequency
Right.
distribution. And did they give you a total, or do I need to punch away and get a total?
No, it just says to construct the relative frequency.
Okay, so what you've got to do is you've got to get a total. In other words, you've got to add these up.
Okay.
So 274 divide by, I'm sorry. I've got to get the total. I got to go 274. I got to add 562. I've got to add, see this on the, add 929. Got to add 313, and I've got to add 41. I'm getting 2119.
Okay.
All right, so what the relative frequency distribution is the fraction or part of these of the whole.
Oh, so it would be like 274 divided by 2,119, and that would give you your answer.
And so on for that one. And then the next number divided by, you got to divide each individual number here by 2119, the whole.
Okay, gotcha. I think what I was doing is I was dividing 2119 by each number, and then I was confused because the numbers were too big, but that makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah, you're doing that, you'll get numbers bigger than 1. And yeah, that's what you don't want that.
Okay, for sure. Thank you.
0.1. Now, as a general rule, I usually keep two places. This is where things get fuzzy.
Okay.
So this is coming up 0.129. I'd probably call it 0.13.
Okay.
And you don't, but you use 1.129. That's fine. You know, there's room for fuzziness.
Okay.
On my stat lab though, if you don't put a 0 before the 0.13, it'll count it wrong.
Whoa. Okay.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
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 It's really annoying to have to redo all of it because you didn't put a
Oh.
0.
That really is annoying. Yeah, I don't blame you. Call this one 0.27. 929 about a 2119. 44. Are y'all on my screen? Y'all seeing where I'm writing this and everything?
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all probably haven't come out for the 12 o'clock Zoom, have you?
No, I can't make it to those.
Okay, no problem.
I did on Monday, and there was some delay
Yeah.
at noon.
Yeah, it was really delayed. I wonder if overall, see, I'm on AT&T out here at AT&T. I don't know what they call it. And it's the fastest internet I can get out my neck in Rural Hall County on my road. And yeah, in the day, it's been terrible. That's 0.02, my fault, 0.02. This is pretty good. In fact, this is the way pretty much it was last semester, but in the days this semester, it's been terrible. I'm seriously considering doing the day Zooms from my office and using the school Wi-Fi, hoping it's faster. I could go sit in my office, take my computer, my camera set up, and just see if it's any better, because it really is bad at noon. It has been. This has been real good. I hope it continues. I'm trying not to jinx myself. Okay, so you see where we're getting the relative frequency distribution?
Yes.
Okay. Then they might ask questions about, what percent answer rarely? Well, you'd say 27%.
Okay. Gotcha.
Are there any other questions?
That was the only one that I had personally, I think.
The other students here, y'all have any questions? I got 3 participants now. I can't see your names. The only name I can see is Samantha Stiller. Yeah.
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay, I can't see any other name. I can see Miss Bindu. Do you go by Miss Bindu or Miss Laird?
Benju.
Oh, you go by Miss Bindu. Okay, got it. And then let's see. Yeah, I don't see any other names. I'm only seeing
Lisa
one.
Wisby.
Oh, Miss Wisby's here. Okay, very good. Okay, well, we always have a little fit. If nobody will ask any questions or want to see any problems, we always have a little fit about what to do. Y'all didn't have any other problems out of the book?
No, the ones from the book and my stat lab are pretty similar. So I think I was good.
Okay. Yeah, I hope you're finding these early problems here pretty straightforward. They're going to get tougher, believe me. We will run into much tougher problems as the semester goes on, but it starts off pretty straightforward. Let's see. Y'all have any trouble with the quiz from last week? Did that go okay?
Yes. It
Yes.
was.
Yeah, you found the format okay?
Yeah, it was really nice.
The true false, figure out if I screwed it up or did it right. Okay, well, let's see. Should I pick any more problems? Y'all got the patience to watch me work more problems, or?
Sure.
Okay, well, I don't know. Should I just pick one, or y'all want to pick one? Try not to repeat them in the Zoom sessions. I think I did 15 at 12 o'clock today. 17's about texting. They're basically, you got two frequencies. They're doubling up so they can compare adults and teens, and they're doubling up. So do you see, like in 17A, basically these are frequencies. Number of texts adults send per day versus the number of texts teens send per day. And so when they say construct a relative frequency distribution for the adults, would you know what to do?
Yes, you would just do it for the adult column and not the teens.
Right. So you total up the adults, get a total, then
Mhm.
divide each of those numbers in the adult column by that total, creating the decimals.
Right.
And yeah, and then you repeat it, but do it for the teen column. Okay, then this side-by-side frequency bar graph, you're just supposed to draw a bar graph and put bars for the adults and bars for the teens side by side. And that allows you to, in D, compare the texting habits of adults and teens. So nobody needs to see anything like that?
Yeah. Can we look at number 21?
Sure. All right, this is about Walt Disney stock. Let's see what's going on this one. Shows the movement of Walt Disney stock for 30 randomly selected trading days. Up means the stock price increased in value for the day, and down means it decreased, and no change means it didn't change. All right, construct a frequency distribution. So in effect, basically you have here a mess. They took randomly selected days and randomly recorded what happened. It was either up, down, or no change. So in A, when you construct a frequency distribution, we're going to have to put our responses. This is page 71, 21. We can call them responses or category. I mean, you could call it category. And the order you do it doesn't matter. We can go up, down, no change. So in a frequency distribution, that would be this next column. We can put the A above this because your answer is this entire column. Now that gives us only three things to check, and we literally got to count the number of ups, number of downs, and the number of no changes. So I don't, let's see, the order you do it doesn't matter. Go with ups first. 9, 10, 12. I'm getting 13 ups. Y'all double checking me, see if I can count. Counting is a very specialized skill. You would be amazed at how many times people can look at the exact same set of data, try to count it, and come up with different counts.
I got 13.
13, okay. So now we're going to count downs. I'm getting 15.
Yes, 15.
Okay. So now the number of no changes. Just one?
2?
Oh, did I miss one?
Yeah. They're both on the bottom row.
Really? No, I'm only seeing one. Maybe y'all's book same as my book? There's only one no change on my bottom row. Oh, wait a minute, in the first column. Ah, God, so I'm used to ignoring the first column. I'm so sorry. You're right, in the first columm, right? First and what, fifth column over? Yeah.
Yeah.
My fault.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay. I was so confused.
I don't know. I guess I'm just, my mindset was looking at the chart and you're kind of ignoring the first, I was ignoring the first category and I shouldn't have been on this. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so that's the answer to part A. It just shows how the numbers are distributed among the categories. Are we ready for B, a relative frequency distribution? Looks like this would add to 30. So our relative frequencies, if we divide each of these by 30, .43, 15 by 30 be 0.5. Oh boy, can y'all still hear me? Lost the camera.
You're on mute.
I'm just like the commercial. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Sorry. All right, I'm back. My Wi-Fi just disconnected. They had the same dumb thing happened to me at 12, and I had to make a completely separate video, but I guess I'm still recording. Let me reconnect the camera, and we'll try to get back to it. I don't know what's off with this Wi-Fi doing this. Maybe it just overloads it. Okay, we're back. I don't have to make a separate video like I did at 12 today. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was in the middle of the relative frequency, and so now I'm ready for 2 divided by 30. 0.066, I'll call it 0.07. The next thing it asks for is your frequency bar graph, a relative frequency bar graph, and then a pie chart. Anybody want to see any of that? Are y'all capable of drawing these things?
So I have a question about that. If there's a question like that on the quiz,
Right.
do we just say if you drew it correctly or not?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Right. And I try to make it more obvious. If I want to really screw it up and make a false answer, I'm not going to like make this 0.44 and then
Okay.
call it false or something. I'm going to make it a lot more obvious than that. I'll try not to get that ticky and trivial. I mean, I'll really screw it up, so hopefully it's obvious if I want a false answer.
Okay.
So if I did this and you got 0.43 and I got 0.44, you can still call it true. Okay, yeah, so what I would do is on the quiz, I would, have this, I'd draw out my bar graphs. And if you look through it, everything looks correct, then you put, yeah, true, the problem is correct. I'll try to make it really obvious if I screw it up, then you, for example, I might make it 0.05 here. The frequency is 15, which is correct from the data, and then I put 0.05. Hopefully that's an obvious screw up. Would you catch that?
Yes.
Okay. Or I might put 0.7 here. Then 0.7, 0.5, 0.43. Hopefully that's an obvious screw up because it's bigger than 1. Do y'all want to see any of those things drawn?
Yes.
Okay, jump on to C then, a frequency bar graph. Okay, it's a kind of an easy one. You only got 3 categories: up, down, and no change. We'll just say NC for no change, and this is frequency. So I need to go up to 15. I hate to draw 15 tick marks. I don't know. Let's see. Every two, maybe. 2, 4, 6, 8. Can I get to 15? 12, 14. Not quite to 15, but that's all right. 15's up here somewhere. 15. All right. So then up is 13. Down is 15, so that would go all the way up. No change is 2, so that'd be a real small bar. Does that help?
Yes.
If you want to see the relative frequency bar graph, then you use the relative frequencies on the y-axis, and you scale this from 0 to 1 or 0 up to 0.5 for this case. You want to see that drawn?
You don't have to draw it, but it would just pretty much look like the same graph, but like down to a much smaller scale, right?
Well, yeah, it would basically look like this same exact graph, except over here you'd have 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5.
Okay.
You'd be scaling, yeah, by the decimals here. But it'd come out looking very similar, yes. Then they want a pie chart. You want an example of a pie chart?
I'm good. I don't need to see it.
No one out there dying to see a pie chart? All right, we in the regular class get a lot more time to go over these things. I know this wasn't on the reading to go over anything, but you see how creative they get with their graphs. Why we can't lose weight. So they make their bars in the form of cheeseburgers. Metabolism is too slow, you don't exercise, you don't have self-discipline, and you splurge on your favorite foods. And you can see the percents who answered those. I basically would be in every column if they surveyed me. That's all my excuses. But yeah, you can see, they can get really creative with the bars. And in fact, just looking at that makes me hungry. Are there any other problems we can show you? Hearing silence. This means everybody is content. You ready for the quiz tomorrow?
Can we expect the same format for the quiz? Do you know about how many questions is going to be on it?
I make all my quizzes 10 problems. Make them 10 points each. Make the grading real easy. The tests will be a little longer than 10 problems. They'd be exactly the same format. 10 point. You'll be given 10 questions with them all worked out. Some correct, some incorrect. And you will be given an accompanying Google form. And all the questions on the Google form will be worded true or false. The problem is correct. And if it is correct, you'll answer true. If it's not correct, you'll answer false. And yes, on quizzes, you will get multiple attempts. If you're not happy, get 2 or 3 wrong and want to do better, you get multiple attempts. And answer all questions exactly the way it is on the Google form. True spelled out, false spelled out, but capitalize the T, capitalize the F. I work it the same way, trying to keep the same consistent system. Keep the confusion down.
Yeah, and don't do all caps, because if you do all caps, then you get it wrong.
Yeah. The computer, that's the weakness of online teaching. You program the Google form to accept a certain answer. It's got to, you got to pick something for it to accept. And so that's what I've picked. And yeah, it will mark everything else wrong because it's a computer. It cannot. And, if you were handing it to me in a regular class, I could say, oh, he answered true, except a T or spelled out or, whatever, because I'm a human being and I can see, what you meant for true. But the computer, it don't work that way. Very picky. Now, next week, we hit 2-2, and that'll finish our first unit, and there won't be a quiz over just 2-2. At the end of the week, test 1 will be given in the exact same format, but a little longer. And you'll answer it the same way on a Google form. But it will cover chapter 1, 2-1, and 2-2. That'll be your first test grade, non-proctored. Can we answer any other questions, or have we hit our limit for the night?
I don't think there's anything else that I needed to see personally.
Okay.
Yeah, me either.
Okay. So no objection if next week we pull it back to 8 o'clock?
No, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna try to.
That works.
Okay. I'm gonna try to remember to do that. All right, then, if there's no objections, we'll go ahead and end the meeting. Appreciate y'all coming out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.